So a few weeks ago, I made a video with my friend Amanda about smartphones and technology, and I was kind of fusing it together with humanity, and we're almost becoming like cyborgs, or she said Cylons or whatever. I don't know much about Cylons. And then like shortly after, Elon Musk went on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was pretty much saying the exact same thing as I was saying. And I'm like, finally somebody that like understands what I'm trying to say. I'm not hating on Amanda. She didn't really understand, or she didn't put it in the same perspective as me. Because pretty much everybody has some sort of smartphone on them, and it's always connected to the internet. And yeah, people start freaking out. They're like, oh, that means the government's tracking us. That means you can be tracked at any time. And yeah, there is that side of the argument. But there's also the positive sides of the argument, and how we're basically becoming massively intelligent because we're relying on a piece of technology, a super advanced piece of technology. And so instead of having calendars and notes and stuff, everything's right here. We can look up information on the internet. And also, I don't know why people don't just stop and like, let me look that up and do that or something, Even if they're a teacher and sometimes they're like, I can't think of this, or it's slipping me. Why don't they just pop out their phone and search it in like half a second, and they can still talk while typing. Well, some people can't multitask, but the people who can multitask can just talk and type and then be like, oh yeah, this was the fact based on this source of evidence or whatever. We are that much smarter now because of technology, and then we have the cameras right there, so instant memory, picture memory, photo memory, video memory, and audio, and it's like a flashlight. It's like a Pip-Boy almost. We're trying to do like other biometrics with it, like checking our weight and our heart rate and all that stuff, but the wearable technology that connects with smartphones isn't really perfect. So that's kind of going, it's going somewhere. And also it's a wearable technology, a side piece of tech in addition to a smartphone. But smartphones, I feel like, are just our smart beings. We already have AI assistants built into them with like Siri and Bixby and all that stuff. It's just like Halo, we have freaking Cortana. Cortana is a thing in Windows AI. We have Cortana, just like the Master Chief. It's an AI. You can talk. Well, it's not really an AI. It's a, I don't know, it's just a robot type thing that we built. And of course it does have its problems. But also on the topic of AI though, Elon Musk did mention that also in Joe Rogan's podcast. And he was like, we don't know how AI is going to go, but we got to be careful because it's like a new form of consciousness. It'll think for itself. It could be good, it could be bad, we don't really know. And Elon Musk wants to put some laws forward to governments, countries around the world saying, hey, slow it down with this AI. It's like that line in Jurassic Park, you're preoccupied on whether you didn't stop and think if you should. And so some scientists and some tech people are getting a little too big for the britches. They're going a little bit too far, and hopefully they're taking the correct precautions. Just like how, we have genetically modified foods. When they start altering the organisms and the genetic structure of this food, they do it in the mountains in like this sealed basement type thingy, because they don't want a spore to come out and infect the rest of the food, basically the rest of the plants. So hopefully they're taking that sort of proper procedures when it comes to AI. But who knows? And with tech, it can just jump speed of light to one computer to another. So, maybe not the speed of light, but tech is pretty crazy. But I just want people to see the good in it, because there's a lot of technophobia, a lot of hate. I still encounter old people who say, I don't have the internet, I don't have a computer. And that's like me. That's like hearing somebody saying, yeah, I refuse to be smarter because this makes you smarter, basically. Yeah, you can argue how it makes you smarter, in what general terms you can define smarter, in a different way, but really, it does make you smarter. So that's pretty much it on this topic of smartphones and becoming cyborgs, and who knows what the future is going to hold. I don't think they're going to really implant it in our brains because that'll be too hard to update. If anybody's seen Mass Effect, like they had the people who doing those, Jedi Force thingies, and they had some guy who had an older model already implanted in his head. He couldn't just upgrade to the newer model, and then he was suffering from the older stuff. So if they did implant something, it would be for the super rich, and people would, have to like fucking think about taking it out like 3 years later and implanting something else, unless they have some other form of connection and they just keep some connector standard and they just alternates that form of computer or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing and thinking out loud. But that's it for this video. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the whole situation. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or appreciated it. I'm spitting everywhere. And subscribe to my channel for more gaming and tech related stuff. And I do gameplay commentary, tech reviews, tech vlogs, just a bunch of different stuff, but still related to games and tech. But whatevs, that's it. See you guys later.